Hey Browns fans, Nathan Zegura here, and it's time now for another one of our exclusive player interviews coming to you live from the Greenbrier, and as always, it is brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage. And today, we are joined by Brown safety Juan Thornhill. Juan, great to see you, man. How are you doing? How's this whole experience been for you here at the Greenbrier?
I mean, it's been truly amazing, just being able to come out here and have a great scenery, finally get to practice with my teammates and get ready for the season. So I'm super excited about everything, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Did you ever do anything like this with the Chiefs?
I wouldn't say that we went to a place called St. Joseph, Missouri. That's more like a real camp environment, like you go off to a college, you stay in the dorm room, so it's like you're really just like strictly football. I mean, yeah, you're strictly football here, but you have the chance to go back to a 5-star resort and sleep in a nice bed, a nice room. So I can't complain about this at all.
Yeah, so this experience been good. Yesterday you guys had that day off. What did you get to do there to kind of decompress a little bit, get your body right, get your mind right to come back out here and have another great day of practice?
I mean, when you get that off day, you try to take advantage of it. Kick your feet up, just lay down in bed, stretch a little bit, and I also got a chance to go to dinner with my wife. So
that's always great.
Yeah, that was great. So she drove down from Cleveland just to hang out with me. When you go to camp sometimes, you start to miss the ones that you love. So,
absolutely.
But yeah, she drove down, and I had a lot of fun hanging out with her.
All right, so talk to me about, as somebody who's been on a Super Bowl team, you've been with the Chiefs, you've had to go into practice against great quarterback like Patrick Mahomes. Let's start on a team standpoint. You know what it takes to win a Super Bowl. What do you see from the talent that you've seen so far? And we're 2 days in. Pads come on tomorrow. We'll talk about that. But what have you seen just from the talent around you? How confident are you that this team does have what it takes?
I haven't had the opportunity to tell my teammates this yet, but, I mean, I've been a part of 3 Super Bowls, and those teams.
You've only gone to the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I haven't had anything less, and I don't plan on stopping. I plan on keeping that streak going. But I haven't told my teammates yet. But I've been a part of 3 Super Bowls, and I feel like just looking like piece to piece, and like all my teammates here, I feel like this is definitely one of the most talented football teams that I've been a part of. Like, if you really look at each individual position, like we have dogs everywhere, and it's unbelievable, and I'm just super excited to get out there and so they can see it. Like, I don't know if they believe it or not, but I do. Like, they got it.
This is music to all of our ears,
yeah.
Obviously, Juan. It is. Now, you've had the privilege and probably it's sometimes the frustration of going against Patrick Mahomes every day in practice, and now you get Deshaun Watson. What have you seen from Deshaun as a guy that's going to keep you defensively right on your toes and get you prepared for Sundays?
I mean, everybody talk about Pat. Pat is Pat. Like, they know that he's a heck of a quarterback. Then me getting here playing against Deshaun is just like I see the same exact thing. Like, him, Deshaun and Pat is pretty much the same. And I didn't know that Deshaun had this in his game, but he hit us with a couple no-look passes. And he shocked me with that. So he's definitely adding a lot to his game, and he has all the physical traits to be that great quarterback, and I believe in him. And I think he's going to show all of the dog pound what he's about.
All right, so we've had really 2 practices, Tuesday, day off, and then today. Tuesday, it felt like you guys had a very nice day defensively, especially down there in the red zone. What was kind of the tone in the meetings afterwards as you kind of watched that film?
I mean, it feels good when you're making plays, One thing we take pride in is the red zone. I mean, I know if you make plays in the field, that's great, but once you get down there to the red zone, that's an opportunity to take away points, and that's what we take pride in. If they get down there in that red zone, we don't want them to step in there at all. Like, if you can stop them to 3, that's a win.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big-time win.
4 points. That's a 4-point win.
That's huge. So we take pride in that, and we don't want them to get in the end zone, so that's what we're going to continue to do.
It feels like this group, it's your first year here, but I've obviously seen our defense and a lot of the guys that have been here for a few years. It feels like under Jim Schwartz, we're seeing a lot more personality, a lot more fire, a lot more talking. Are you guys kind of emulating your defensive coordinator there, or is he kind of giving you the freedom, like just go out there, be yourselves, and make plays?
See, one thing he started off day one talking about was one thing we're going to lead this league in is swag. If you got swag, you're gonna play well. So, yep. I mean, it shows every single day. Like, even if somebody's down, you have your guy next to you that's going to lift you up, and he's going to show some swag. So if you got it, I mean, you're just going to continue to bring that every single day.
Yeah, I like that. Your face lit up at that one because that's got to be fun, right? This is very much a job. This is very serious business. You know the stakes. You've been at the very highest level this sport has to offer, but it is fun as well, and it's fun to play well. Now, in Kansas City, you and I were talking earlier, you said, yeah, we had a lot of back and forth. So Tuesday, defense really had a strong day. Today in the field portion, though, Deshaun came back, and he was on. And then when we got back to the red zone, you guys clamped up MJ Emerson getting a nice interception there as well. But do you kind of like that back and forth, and how does that help you guys progress and develop, getting that good work and knowing that we're not just out here dominating every day? Both sides are having to go a little give and take.
I mean, you don't want just one side of the ball winning each
That's
and
not
every
gonna
day.
win.
You don't want that. That means you're strong on one side of the ball and you need work on the other. And when you have guys coming out here competing every day, offense winning one day, defense winning another, meaning that means both sides of the ball is pretty solid. Like you said, Deshaun I'm gonna be honest, he was kind of lighting us up out there in the field today. But the good thing is my defense held up. Like I said, we took pride in that red zone and we stepped up and made a lot of plays down there.
After MJ gets that pick, it's a full-on sprint
Oh,
out
yeah.
of here. That's a celebration? I like that. You guys get fired up. Finish every play. I kept hearing that today. Finish every play. Finish every play. Get up and score.
Yeah, when you get that ball in your hand, I mean, the goal is to score. You don't want to just catch an interception and just fall down. You know, he fell down and got up and still ran the other way. Didn't nobody touch him. So if you could put up points on defense and help the offense, that's going to be amazing. So I'm excited about that, and I think we're going to get a lot of turnovers and touchdowns this year.
Today, one-on-ones. I don't know about from a player standpoint, but from a fan standpoint, I love watching one-on-ones in training camp, and it's really the only time we get to see it. I think there'd be a great Pro Bowl game when everybody gets to the Pro Bowl where they do Pro Bowl one-on-ones. I'd pay to watch that. But do you like doing those one-on-ones, and was that fun to kind of get that for the first time here today?
I mean, it's mano y mano, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, it's going to show. It's just going to show all your technique is the receiver, tight end versus the DBs, you know. So you don't have any help, but they say it's a receiver's drill. I mean, the quarterback.
No doubt. There's no doubt. They know where they're going.
They know it. So the quarterback has all day to throw the football. The receivers know exactly where they're going, and you don't have any help. So it's just going to make us better, you know, competing against those guys with no help, just winning your leverage. I mean, if they catch the ball across the middle, you know you're outside leverage, and you're tight. I mean,
That's a good
it
cover.
ain't no big deal because you know you got linebackers in there to help. But I feel like you said, I feel like they need to add those one-on-ones to that Pro Bowl.
It would be fun.
That'll show who really belong in that Pro Bowl game, you know.
And the good news for the defensive guys is, like you said, it is an offensive drill. It is slanted in their favor. But then when you do make a play, that's a license to let them know.
That means you did you had perfect coverage, your footwork was perfect, everything. If you knock the ball down, then you win, obviously.
You got it. All right, pads coming on tomorrow. What does that mean to you?
It means everything because, you know, some guys, they can practice very well without the pads on, but when those pads come on, some guys fold up, and it shows who they are as a player. I mean, so it's really going to show tomorrow, like when those pads come on, because guys get scared sometimes. Some guys play a lot better when those pads come on, so I'm excited for it.
I know you are. Let's take us into that safety room. You know, this is your first year here. Grant's been here for a while. Rodney McLeod, his first year as well. How's that communication going? Because we know that's so key on the back end, right? That communication you guys see in the field through the same set of eyes. How has that been with Grant and with Rodney so far?
I mean, it's been great. Rodney, he's been a part of this scheme before. He played with Coach Schwartz many years ago, so he knows what he's doing. He's bringing all the key details to us. Like, he's helping me and Coach E learn, and Grant as well. But Grant, he's doing a heck of a job as well. Like, we're learning together. You're going to have some learning curves, but I think they're doing a heck of a job, like, communicating. And Coach Schwartz, he said that we have to be like the nerve center of the defense. Like, we have to keep everyone calm. You know, some people get worked up, but we have to be those guys that's going to communicate and calm everybody down.
You feel like you got a playmaking group back there, like you guys are going to get your hands on the ball quite a bit this year?
No question. Like, don't be shocked when you see a lot of interceptions coming our way.
Good. We all want that. So, all right, 2 more days here in pads, Friday, Saturday, then a little walkthrough, and we head back. Then you get to have your first training camp in front of the Dog Pound on Tuesday. I know you guys have had a great time here. There's been great bonding, good work. How excited are you, though, to get back to Berea, get in front of the Browns fans for the first time and really kind of get this thing going? Because, by the way, probably not for you, but there's a game 1 week from today.
I know. I'm super excited to get back, you know. I mean, I heard a lot about the Dog Pound. I haven't really been able to experience it too much. I was at Greg's softball game. You know, they had a couple fans out there, and I mean, they seem pretty pumped up. So it makes me super excited to get back and practice in front of them. Hope they bring a lot of energy. That's one thing that I thrive off of. When they make a lot of noise at practice, we're gonna make a lot of plays, and we like to have fun out there. So I'm excited to play in front of them.
You're going to get that energy, and we're excited to have you as a member of the Cleveland Browns. Juan, thanks so much for the time.
Yeah, thank you.